on the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offense's day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Kane. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Navy will go back on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the chains for this offense. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Power football with the run.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Open space at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That big play for the offense will be nullified by a penalty, and if you want to frustrate your coaches, yeah, that's the way to do it. 1st down for this offense. Here comes the option. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can
just plowing ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, midshipman.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He's got it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. And here comes the Navy offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. extending the play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Navy! He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner goes down. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Trying to get... He lost one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. To the air. It's Johns. They're bringing heat. This time he's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The option look. Oh, there's the ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Faulkner. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Memphis now operating in the red zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Kane. Oh, the spin move. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Kansas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Makes the grab. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. On the option. Powers through the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Touchdown, midshipman! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. He's got 59 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Tackle is made after the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Now on the option. Now the toss. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll ride his man on the option. Smashes through. Strikes the blow. Touchdown, Navy! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on first down from the 28. He wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job.
Touchdown, midshipman! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
A loss of 1 yard on the play. 2nd down.
This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Memphis offense will take over.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Memphis will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Navy will go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The back goes in motion. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second down.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. At the 35, he's loose. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. On the option. He'll pitch it. Bulldozes his way through. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. And look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Navy! And the punishment has been extended.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Johns. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got a chance. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the option. Touchdown, midshipman! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. The expressway is wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love him.
He now has 106 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. The 40, at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Navy! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Hawaii. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Catch in the middle. It's Faulkner. Got a lot of running room. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. On the ground, it's Kane. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to the ground with the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. Touchdown, midshipman! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down.
And it's picked off. Bringing it back. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Fighting off the defender. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? No, he just flat ran over him. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into the open down the middle. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first